Hi, Harry Olson here. Today we're gonna do a celery root au gratin. There's our celery root. Here's our ingredients. Got some garlic, fresh garlic, kosher salt, a couple of cups of cream, and 3 cups of Asiago cheese. And we got our mandolin. First, we're gonna trim the celery roots. We're gonna take the skin off, cut off the bottom part, get a flat, stable surface to work on. Trim off that skin on the outside, rotate your celery root around, and get all of that gnarly skin off of the celery root. There we go. Trim the final pieces off here. I'm going to end up with a perfectly clean celery root. You don't want any of that stuff. There's a lot of dirt and stuff in here. Alright, there we go. And then once you get these cleaned off, rinse them off, and we'll go to the mandolin. So here's the mandolin. What we're doing is very thin slices of celery root. Mandolin's very sharp. Watch those fingers. I keep rotating it. Sometimes the mandolin, the object that you are running through the mandolin will get longer on one side. When it gets down to a nub, get the safety thing out. Whoops! Even my safety thing slipped. But my hands were protected. So you don't want to hit that little blade with your fingers. And I just threw out the last piece. Alright, so we got some water boiling with some salt in it. We're going to add the celery root to that. By the time I go back and get the rest of the celery root, this comes back to a boil. So what we want to do, it's crispy, the celery root is kind of crispy, so we want to soften it up a little bit before we put it in our gratin dish and bake it. So now we're going to drain it using a china cap. Sorry, that's what they're called, china caps. And we dump it in there. I'll run a little cold water on this to chill them out a little bit, so they're easy to handle when I put them in the au gratin dish. The au gratin dish I'm using is a quiche dish. So I add my cream to a pot, and I'm going to bring that up to a boil with the garlic in it. I want that garlic flavor to be infused in all of that cream, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to add a little salt. It's probably about a tablespoon of salt. I got a tablespoon of butter in my quiche dish, and it's soft. We're going to spread it around, coat the quiche dish. Now we're adding a layer of the boiled celery root. Cover the bottom, and then we're going to do like 3 layers of celery root, and then you put some cheese down, and then another layer of celery root. Go, and you keep doing this in layers. That'll give you a little space so that the cream will go in between the layers when you pour that in. So that's boiled down, and we've got our completed celery root in the pan. We're going to pour our cream over this. And again, with all that cheese and the space between them, it's going to eventually soak in around. You could put cream on as the layers too if you wanted to, but this worked out fine. Into the oven it goes. We're going to set it 325 high speed. This is a convection oven, so 350 in a normal oven will probably do the trick for 30 minutes. There's I put a little extra cream in. I shouldn't have done that. It spilled over. Luckily I had it on a pan. Here's the finished product. It's been chilled. It slices easily, stores easily, and it heats up real nice in the microwave.